Hi, it's Miss Fernandez, and I'm so glad you could join me for another story time. I've got a good one for you today, and it crossed my mind when I was eating dinner. I don't know about you, but I love pickles. I like big pickles, really big ones, and I like very petite little pickles, just like this. Well, it was as I was going to get one of my pickles, my little baby ones I call them, or cornichons, as I was getting into the pickle jar, and I have to show you this little nifty thing I like. Sometimes it's just about playing with the pickles as it is eating them. I like both. So I was getting this little thingamabob. You see here, it's this little nifty thing you can pick up the pickles so you don't get pickle juice on you. But I've eaten a lot of pickles, so I have to get to the number 2 prop. So I propped it up here, and I went to take out the pickle, and that's when I remembered the story about this pickle trying to escape. And I said, voila, that's it. That's the story I'm going to read. So I'm going to put my pickles away, put a little top on it, get my book called Stop That Pickle by Peter Armour, and illustrated by Andrew Shachat, and published by Houghton Mifflin. They're the ones who are giving us permission to read the book. So if you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy this romp with the pickle, let's get going. So there we go. Stop that pickle. And here we are, right in Mr. Adolph's deli. Right there. I think you can see it good. Okay. Let you catch a moment there. Looks like someone's getting ready to go into the deli. Let's see who that could be. Here we go. Well, it was lunchtime when Miss Elmira Deeds waddled into Mr. Adolph's deli. I would like a pickle, please, she said. Well, why, certainly, Mr. Adolph said, wiping his hands. He unscrewed the lid on the giant pickle jar and looked inside. There was only one fat pickle left floating in the brine. You know, that salty water that pickles float around in? Mr. Adolph tried really hard to spear that pickle. You can see that the pickle's just not going for it. Each time he tried to spear the pickle, it swam to the other side of the jar. The pickle did not want to be eaten. Mr. Adolph was rather embarrassed by the turn of events, and he began to dig around in the drawer for some tongs. As he was doing this, the pickle climbed out of the jar on his little green legs. He darted across the counter and ran out the door. "Eek!" said Miss Elmira Deeds. No one had seen a pickle move quite so fast. "Stop that pickle!" You see Mr. Adolph there? He shouted it again. "Stop that pickle!" He gave chase, but of course down the street ran the pickle. Mr. Adolph quickly pooped out and had to sit down on the curb. Reclining on a nearby plate, you can see right there, was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich was very alarmed and leapt up. Everyone knows that a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is not the fastest sandwich in the world, but it does have great endurance. The sandwich charged after the pickle, and again He said, "Stop that pickle!" As the pickle and the peanut butter jelly sandwich passed a bake shop, a fat braided pretzel climbed down from the counter and stumbled into the street. There he is. It ran a few steps behind the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, scattering a few sesame streets as it went. Of course, just like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it said, "Stop that pickle!" Enjoying the sun on a nearby tree, a lovely green pippin apple, there he is, heard the pretzel's cry and shook itself loose to join the chase. It rolled down every hill as fast as it could. A crowd of toasted almonds, 17 of them, there they are, little toasted almonds, came skittering down the street. You know, where they came from was anybody's guess. "Stop that pickle!" They peeped with their little almond voices, just like that. And since there's 17 of them, perhaps you can help me in your best almond voice go, "Stop that pickle." So here we go. We'll do it 17 times. "Stop that pickle! Stop 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 that pickle!" Well, a scurrying crowd of raisins and a cake donut came right behind. The last to join the parade was a cool bottle of grape juice and an elegant vanilla ice cream cone sprinkled with chocolate. They all had just one thing to say: "Stop that pickle!" There they are. And I'm sure we can hear the little almonds going, "Stop that pickle, stop 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 that pickle." Wow. But the pickle was too fast for them all. He had a great time zigging and zagging and thumbing his green pickle nose at his pursuers. Sometimes he would stop and he would read the newspaper, just to give them a chance to, catch up. They were the slowest food he'd ever seen. On and on went the chase. It seemed that it would never end. When, oof! Rounding a corner, the pickle collided with a young boy. Oof! Can't you feel it? Stunned, the pickle lay there, just like that. Ooh, ooh. The collision had knocked the wind out of him. Quickly, all of his pursuers gathered around. "You've caught the pickle?" they all cried to the boy. "You caught that pickle?" What should I do with him?" he asked. "Why, eat him, of course. Why, eat him, of course," they shouted. They were all a bit beside themselves. He's just a silly pickle. And of course you've got the little almonds going, "Hee hee 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 hee, eat the pickle, eat the pickle, hee 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 hee, eat the pickle, eat the pickle." They weren't quite sure what they were going to do. Because, again, there in the background were the 17 little almonds going, "Eat him, eat him, eat the pickle, eat the pickle." Now, it just so happened that the boy had been playing hard all morning long and somehow had misplaced his lunchbox. Oof. He was terribly hungry. He looked at the pickle. There he goes. Who immediately began crying big, briny tears, which we know are salty tears. The boy, he had a better idea. Guess what he did? He ate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the fat braided pretzel, the lovely green pippin apple, the 17 toasted almonds, the handful of raisins, the cake donut, and he drank the bowl of grape juice. Finally, he polished off that ice cream cone, with the sprinkles. The only thing left was, guess what? The pickle. The boy looked at the pickle, shook his head. Whoever heard of eating a pickle after ice cream? Stop that pickle! He's off again. The end. I hope you enjoyed this book, Stop That Pickle. I always think about it when I have a pickle. I hope you will too. And I hope you'll join me the next time for our story time. It's fun. Take care, Carrollton girls, and I'll see you soon.